The announcement by Pope Leo XIV on Sunday, the 28th of September 2025, to proclaim, Street, John Henry Newman, a doctor of the Church on November 1, the solemnity of All Saints, marks a significant moment in the life of the Catholic Church, especially as it coincides with the Jubilee of the world of education. This proclamation, made following a Mass for the Jubilee of Catechists in St. Peter's Square, underscores Newman's profound influence on theology, education, and the spiritual life of the faithful. With this elevation, Newman will join the esteemed rank of the 38th Doctor of the Church, a title reserved for saints whose writings and teachings have had a lasting and universal impact on Catholic doctrine and spirituality. His recognition highlights his unique contributions, particularly his groundbreaking work on the development of Christian doctrine and the pivotal role of conscience, themes that resonate deeply in today's world. St. John Henry Newman, born on the 21st of February 1801 in London, England, was a towering intellectual figure of the 19th century whose journey of faith bridged Anglicanism and Catholicism. Initially a prominent Anglican priest and a leader within the Oxford movement, a group seeking to revive Catholic traditions within the Church of England, Newman's theological explorations led him to question the foundations of his Anglican beliefs. His spiritual quest culminated in 1845 when he converted to Catholicism, a decision guided by the Italian Passionist missionary Blessed Dominic Barberi, who received him into the church at Littlemore. This conversion was not merely a personal transformation, but a theological statement, reflecting Newman's conviction that the Catholic Church preserved the fullness of Christian truth. 2 years after his conversion, in 1847, Newman was ordained a Catholic priest in Rome, where he deepened his commitment to the faith. Upon returning to England, he founded the Oratory of St. Philip Neri, inspired by the Italian saint's emphasis on community, education, and personal holiness. The Oratory, established first in Birmingham, became a center for intellectual and spiritual life, attracting scholars, students, and laypeople seeking a deeper understanding of the faith. Newman's leadership of the Oratory showcased his ability to blend rigorous academic pursuit with pastoral care, a duality that would define his legacy. His intellectual contributions were further recognized in 1879 when Pope Leo XIII, in a gesture of appreciation for Newman's fidelity and scholarship, elevated him to the rank of cardinal. This honor came late in Newman's life, at the age of 78, and was seen as a vindication of his controversial conversion decades earlier, which had been met with criticism from both Anglicans and some Catholics. The red biretta, symbolizing his new status, was a testament to his enduring influence, particularly through works like Times an Essay on the Development of Christian Doctrine, Times 1845, and Times Apologia Pro Vita Sua, Times 1864, where he defended his spiritual journey and articulated his theological insights. Newman's designation as a Doctor of the Church is particularly fitting given his emphasis on the development of doctrine, a concept he explored in his 1845 essay, arguing that Christian teachings evolve over time while remaining rooted in their original divine revelation. This idea was revolutionary, offering a framework to understand how the Church adapts to new cultural and intellectual challenges without losing its essence. His work challenged the static interpretations of doctrine prevalent in his era and provided a theological basis for the reforms of Vatican II, 1962 to 1965, where the development of doctrine became a key theme. Pope Leo XIV's reference to this contribution during the announcement highlights its relevance to the modern Church, especially in an educational context where critical thinking and faith intersect. Equally significant is Newman's teaching on conscience, articulated in his 1870 letter to the Duke of Norfolk, where he famously wrote, "I shall drink to the Pope, if you please still, to conscience first, and to the Pope afterwards." This statement underscored his belief that conscience, informed by reason and faith, is the voice of God within each person, a principle that balances obedience to church authority with personal moral responsibility. In an age where debates about individual rights and ecclesiastical guidance are prevalent, Newman's insight offers a timeless guide, making his elevation timely as the Church navigates contemporary ethical dilemmas. The proclamation on the 1st of November 2025, during the Jubilee of the World of Education, also reflects Newman's legacy as an educator. As the founder of the Catholic University of Ireland, now University College Dublin, in the 1852, He championed the idea of a liberal education that integrates faith and reason, a vision outlined in his seminal work Times, the Idea of a University, Times 1852. His lectures emphasize that true education forms the whole person, intellect, character, and soul, preparing individuals not just for careers but for a life of virtue. This philosophy aligns with the Jubilee's focus on catechesis and education, making Newman a patron saint for teachers, students, and catechists worldwide. The process leading to this proclamation involved years of study by the Congregation for the Causes of Saints, which examined Newman's writings, life, and influence. His canonization in 2019 by Pope Francis, following the miracle of the healing of Deacon Jack Sullivan in 2001, attributed to Newman's intercession, laid the groundwork for this further honor. The title of Doctor of the Church requires evidence of eminent learning and widespread acceptance of a saint's teachings, criteria Newman fulfills through his extensive bibliography, including sermons, essays, and letters, many of which remain in print and studied globally. This announcement has sparked excitement among Catholics, particularly in England, where Newman is a national figure, and in the United States, where his ideas influence Catholic universities like Notre Dame and Georgetown. On social media platforms like X, reactions range from joy, a fitting tribute to a man who bridged faith and reason, to anticipation for the November 1 ceremony. Expected to draw pilgrims to Rome, the event will likely include a special Mass in St. Peter's Basilica, with readings from Newman's works and a homily by Pope Leo XIV, emphasizing his relevance to education and conscience in the 21st century. Newman's elevation also comes at a pivotal moment for the Church, as it addresses challenges like secularism, the role of education in faith formation, and the need for a renewed understanding of doctrine. His life, marked by intellectual rigor, personal struggle, and ultimate fidelity, serves as an inspiration, particularly for young Catholics seeking to integrate faith with modern life. As the 38th Doctor of the Church, alongside luminaries like St. Augustine, St. Thomas Aquinas, and St. Teresa of Avila, John Henry Newman's legacy will continue to shape Catholic thought, offering a bridge between tradition and the evolving needs of the faithful.